And the rich man of North Virginia tried to kiss me on my beard.
Oh, hey guys, I was just singing my favorite song. Guys, when you work with the beautiful medium of video, okay? Adobe Premiere, all this bullshit, you know what I mean? 90% of your time is spent trying to solve tech problems. Oh, error. So this is what I'm dealing with now. Okay, see how this looks? I put my hand up here. Oh, the color totally changes. Why? Who knows? Who cares?
At this point, I can't even do it anymore.
And I will not let you down.
That's right, guys. Today we're looking at the Republican debates. Oh, very exciting stuff. And then Jordy, this guy Jordy Peterman. What is the guy's name? Jordy Peterson. He's getting his revenge on something. Hey.
They're more than welcome to try.
Oof. Oh, God.
Washington, D.C. is about 100 miles north of Richmond.
There's rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just want to have total control.
Dead! Oh my God, it was so cool. They started off the debate with that song. What is that song? What is that song called? The Ballad of Jeffrey Epstein? What is it? Redbeard's Song of Freedom? What is it called? Riot at the Little Debbie Factory? What is it? Fudge Factory Fight Song? What is it called? Firebeard's Freedom Anthem, I think it is. I can't find it. I guess it's not publicly available, the name of that song. Yeah, it's sort of funny that they played that at this big, presidential debate. They play this song because basically the question is, did you guys see that viral video? That guy went viral. Whatever, anyway. It's crazy though, right? That's basically the question. That's crazy though, right? That's basically the question from the moderators. It would be kind of fun to get some honest answers in a stupid debate like this. Why is this song striking a nerve with America, with Americans? And somebody's like, I don't know, because every conservative YouTube channel played it, and then people started making fun of it. I don't know, who cares? Okay, here we go. We got to watch this. You look at this and you go,
it's weird.
And this is definitely probably one of the funniest moments in presidential debate or whatever history. Well, watch this. Check this out.
2020 election loss.
You all signed a pledge to support the eventual Republican nominee.
Oh, wow.
If former President Trump is convicted in a court of law, would you still support him as your party's choice?
Bye-bye.
Please raise your hand if you would.
Oh, boy. Oh, God damn it. It feels so weird to see a guy this detestable and he'd feel sorry for him. This is like first day of school type crap. Okay, here's another part of this debate that I looked at and I said,
it's weird.
In the House,
70% of the American people support legislation
but
to ban
70%
abortion
of the
after
Senate
a baby is
does
capable
not.
of experiencing pain.
I heard that. I was like, that's a crazy stat. 70%. Wow. He said that a couple times in the debate. 70% of Americans think there should be a 15-week abortion ban. A June poll from the Associated Press and blah, 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 blah. Research found 45% of Americans believe abortion should not be allowed at 15 weeks. In a July Marquette, blah, blah, blah poll, 47%, 15 ban. And in a poll by the economist YouGov from last September, only 39% of Americans supported the idea. In each poll, the percentage of Americans opposed to a 15-week ban was higher than those who supported. Okay, it seems like he was maybe bullshmitting.
We must reverse Bidenomics so that middle-class families have a chance to succeed again. We cannot succeed as a country if you are working hard and you can't afford groceries, a car, or a new home, while Hunter Biden can make hundreds of thousands of dollars on lousy paintings. That is wrong.
When I first saw those Hunter Biden paintings, I was like, okay, not bad. Not bad. Ooh. I looked at him, ooh, not bad, But I looked him up again and I was like, terrible. They're terrible. Trash. But what's wrong with this guy? What's wrong with this Ron DeSantis guy? All these Republicans in America, they're really pissed off that their paintings aren't selling. It's not what they want to hear. They want to hear about the crack smoking and the...
It's weird.
I mean, if this guy really wanted to win, he would have been like, and you're working hard, you're working hard, 2 jobs, and Hunter Biden, he's smoking crack with sex workers. You should be smoking crack with those sex workers. It's unfair. That's why I propose giving everybody a UEI, a universal excessive income, so we all as Americans, can get all the sex workers and drugs that we want, and the lowest resolution camera. Those Hunter Biden pictures, why are they so grainy all the time? You know, it's my UEI/UTI for all plan.
So if the college wants to re-educate me,
whoa,
they're more than welcome to try. But if they think they're going to do it in secret, they've got another think coming.
Whoa. Hey, man, I don't want any trouble. Come on. That is probably the most badass thing I ever seen. I thought I was watching one of the Death Wish movies just then. Oh, no, it's a Canadian guy. Okay, so that was a clip from the film Batman Forever. What is it? Oh, it's Jordan. What is the guy's name? It's Jordan B. Peterson. This video has 1 million views in one day. And this is a real lesson in shameless self-promotion. So the story is that this guy, Jordan B. Peterson, for the past however long, he's been posting things on social media that are like painfully, obviously not things that a licensed therapist should be posting. Telling people to kiss themselves. I think I'm not allowed to say this on YouTube. Telling people to kiss themselves. So there's like a board in Canada that oversees this crap, you know? And they look at this because they got a bunch of complaints, and they look at this and they say, it's our professional opinion that you're f***ing out of your mind, and you're also promoting yourself as a licensed psychologist. So what we're going to do is you take some classes on how to be less of a lunatic on social media, and you can keep your license. And and the funniest part about this is that Jordan Peterson is not even a practicing therapist or psychologist, whatever, anymore. He's just like a social media guy now. He doesn't need this license. He'll never need this license in his life again. But he is just just squeezing every drop of like martyrdom and self-promotion and self-aggrandizement he possibly can out of this. And God bless him for just shamelessly tricking basically his fans like this.
The decision, which I posted on Twitter and will post in the description of this video, starts out by making a case for the fundamental reality of freedom of speech for Canadians in Canada.
Right.
And then says, but, and that's always a bad start when you're talking about freedom of speech.
Right.
But apparently the college has the right to decide that I can be re-educated forcibly with the risk of my license, essentially because I made political statements that the members of the college don't agree with. And
they looked at his political views and they said,
it's weird.
Okay, the top comment on this 1 million view in one day video. Thank you for standing up for us few Canadians who still believe in freedom. And Jordy Peterson does frame this thing as Canada's trying to take away our freedom of speech. So he's defending freedom of speech right now. And by freedom of speech, we mean being able to go on social media and say things that directly contradict what you should be doing as a licensed therapist/psychologist, and being able to keep your license even after refusing to take a course on how to not act unhinged on social media. That's the kind of freedom we're talking about in Canada. But my favorite of these complaints is that Jordy Peterson, in a January 2nd, 2022 tweet, responded to an individual who expressed concern about overpopulation by stating, "You're free to leave at any point." So this Canadian board of psychologists is like, yeah, look, Jordan, if you want to keep your license, and you can keep your license, please stop telling people to kill themselves on social media. Your job is kind of to give people advice. Yeah, so anyway, so he kind of like appealed this decision by the board, and so it went to a judge, and you can read like what the judge said, what the decision was, and there's some funny stuff in here. Quote, Dr. Peterson cannot have it both ways. He cannot speak as a member of a regulated profession without taking responsibility for the risk of harm that flows from him speaking in that trusted capacity. So it's funny that he's like, they're trying to take my free speech. They're trying to take my free speech. They're trying to take my speech. I can't say shit. But what they're really saying is like, hey, you're running around saying you're a certified, you're a clinical psychologist, all this crap. You can say whatever you want. Go off like a king with your little outfits and all this crap. We just want you to stop saying that you're like a certified freak.
When individuals join a regulated profession, they do not lose their charter right to freedom of expression.
Okay.
At the same time, however, they take on obligations and must abide by the rules of their regulatory body that may limit their freedom of expression.
Right, like not telling people to kill themselves when you're a psychologist. Okay.
That's just one sentence after another. That's how it starts.
Yeah, perfect. It's a great thing to highlight. It's
right.
It's like, well, you have this fundamental right, but
right.
Well, but what? What rules? There's what? There's a rule, eh? There's a rule. Is that right?
Hey, don't start, man. I mean, this Canadian board of psychologists or whatever is really. I mean, and millions of people follow this guy. Even a lot of semi-normal people are like paying attention to this guy. And, for example, if you're a kindergarten teacher or whatever, and you're posting stuff on social media that's little kids can kiss my ass. Little kids are all annoying little pieces of shit, basically. If you're saying that, they're going to can your ass. They're going to can an ass if you do that. This is basically the same situation, but of course he's got 4 gazillion followers, and they're not firing him. They're saying, "Can you please take a social media class on how to not harass people online?" You do it.
If I am required, to undergo the retraining, I will undergo the retraining.
Okay.
And I will tape it, and I will broadcast it.
Whoa.
And then everyone else can decide.
So as a somewhat snakishly minded person myself, I totally understand what he's doing here, which is like, if you're taking a stand for freedom of speech, you say, "Take the license, I don't care, you son of a bitches." He could just say, like, "I'm standing up for freedom, take my license, I don't care, I'm going to do freedom of speech." But he kind of wants to keep his license, so he can keep saying, "I'm a clinical psychologist, certified clinical whatever." So he found the perfect solution. Which is, "I'm actually going to expose them by taping the training." I'm going to do it. I'm going to do what they're asking me, but it's actually, I'm going in as a rogue agent to expose what they're probably going to do, which is, hey, don't go on social media and reveal details about your clients. Don't tell people to kill themselves. They're writing this. They're like, "Well, we don't know why we would have to tell you this, but yeah, don't go on social media and tell strangers to kill themselves. Don't retweet Victoria's Secret models and tell them they're not beautiful. We don't know why we would have to tell you, but yeah, don't do that."
Tweet on January 2nd in which Dr. Peterson responded to an individual who expressed concern over overpopulation.
Hi.
That's how it's worded.
Mm-hmm.
And your response was, "You're free to leave at any point."
No.
The person actually said,
"Look at his daughter.
Just so we get this."
Look at his daughter. She's like, "What?" He's like, "Well, Dad, that's a little harsh. That's a little harsh."
Dad!
She's like,
Dad! It's weird.
And your response was, "You're free to leave at any point."
The person actually said, just so we get this right, that there were too many people on the planet.
"Hey, calm down. Calm down with that little attitude, okay?"
Now, I'm not very happy with that statement at all.
Okay.
Because I listen to people. I listen to what people say.
Whoa. Okay,
and when people say, "Well, there should only be 500 million people on the planet because that's what the planet can sustain," I think, what do you plan to do with the other 7,500 million?
I got to go ahead and agree with Jordy Peterson here. I do not think the world is overpopulated, but I do think that
every single person on this planet is gay.
I love this so much because it's like, the problem is like controlling your anger, controlling your emotions on social media. That's how they're going to frame it in this class that he's supposed to take. Hey, you might want to control your emotional outburst on social media when we're giving you a license to practice therapy and psychology, all this crap. And it's funny because he's like getting pissed off. He's getting pissed off just talking about this to his daughter.
Like, what does the average Canadian do to fight back against this?
Get involved in the political process at whatever level they can.
Whoa.
Get involved in the school boards. Get involved in the political parties. Get involved in local elections. Volunteer for election.
Views.
Start differentiating between the false government, state-funded legacy news and actual news, if you can do that, even though that's become impossible in Canada too, because now Canadians can't get...
Stop watching the news and start paying attention to my tweets only. I love this prescription from Jordy to like get involved. Like get involved politically. You know, you're an average Canadian, you know, just trying to like make ends meet and all this crap. Yeah, spend your time, take time to get involved. To do what? Because this is like a professional board that's trying to get Jordan Peterson to take a class. So I guess they're going to mobilize to, you know, overthrow the professional board of psychologists. You know, Jordan Peterson's followers do an armed takeover of the board of psychologists. You know, they're there in like Che Guevara outfit. They're like, everyone gets a license. They have a logo, like a patch. It's just a couch on fire.
So, despite my proclivity to feel guilt, which is quite substantive, and despite my temperamental unwillingness to engage in conflict, I don't see, not only do I not see what I did wrong, I think what I've done on the public communication front is my responsibility as a clinician.
Right. So you learned a lot from this experience. Great. Good job. You live and you learn. And you realize that
It's weird.
Oh, wow, amazing, guys. Well,
it's Friday. We ain't got no job, but we do have shit to do, which is this. How would I describe our general behavior on Fridays?
It's weird.
Have fun, get into some of this. But take
Uber cars.
If you're
sniffing.
Okay, enough. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Oh, hey, guys.
Guess what? You're not even getting the whole show. If you want every episode and a whole bunch of other
subscribe on Patreon.
Subscribe on Patreon for as little as 2 bones. Just click the stupid little link below the video in the comments.
See, right there.
There you go. Click it, and that,